Hi students, in my last video I have discussed about the static keywords. Now we will see the final keywords. The final keyword in a Java is used to restrict the user, means the Java final keyword can be used in the many contexts. Like a final keyword can be used for the variable, final keywords can be used for the methods, and the final keywords can be used for the class also. The value, the final variable that have no value, it is called the blank final variable or uninitialized final variable. It can be initialized in the constructor only. If you want to initialize the final variable, it can be initialized in the constructor only. Let's see how we can declare a final variable in Java. If you make any variable as a final, you cannot change the value of the final variable, it will be constant. Let's see one example. I have declared class bike and one variable I have declared that is a final, that is speed limit, and I have initialized the value 90. So like this you can declare the final variable in your program. And next I am taking a run method and I'm trying to change the speed limit is equal to 400, and I'm accessing the main method. Next I'm creating the object of that bike9 class, and I just try to access that method from the bike9 by using the obj.run. Obj is the object name of the class bike. Do you think is this program will execute? No, because what we are doing here, I'm trying to change, or we are trying to change the speed limit value. Speed limit is a final variable. Once you have declared that variable as a final, you cannot change the value of the final variable. So the output of this program will be you will get an error because you are trying to change the value of the final variable. Now next, how can we initialize the method as a final, or how can we declare a method as a final? If you make any method as a final, you cannot overwrite it. Let's see one example. Again, a bike I have declared, class bike I have declared. I'm taking one method, that is a run method, which is final method in this class, and I'm displaying what? Running. In that method, just I'm displaying running. Next I'm taking one more class, that is Honda, and I'm trying to extend that bike. So I have extended that class. Extended means you will get all the properties, data member and member function of a bike class in a Honda class. So if you extend this, I will get everything in the Honda class. In Honda class means a run method can be present in the Honda class. So I'm trying to override this. So now see the next statement, void run. I'm changing the value of printing, that is running safely with 100 km per hour. Next, in the main method, I'm creating the object of the Honda class by using the Honda variable. Now I'm trying to access the run method from the Honda class, but I will get an error over here because a run method which is available in the bike class, that is final. In the Honda class, I'm rewriting that, the method run method, means I'm overriding overwriting that. So if you use a method as a final method, you can't overwrite that in another class. So you will get an error that you are overwriting a final method. So you try this program and see what you will get. Next, the third one is how to apply a final to the class. If you make any class as a final, you cannot extend it. Let's see one example here. Again, I am taking a class bike, and in the class I am not writing anything. In the class bike I am not writing anything. Next, a class I am taking, that is Honda 1, and it extends bike. See what I am doing, it extends bike class, which is a final class. And in a Honda 1 class there is a run method. In the run method, what I am displaying, running safely with 100 km per hour. In the main method Honda 1, I am creating the object for this class. The object will be Honda. So by using Honda object, I am trying to access the run method, and the run method is in Honda 1 class, but it extends the bike class. Bike class is a final class, so you cannot extend that, so it will get an error. So you try this program, see whether you are getting an error or not, and perform the program. Let's see the another topic, that is package. The package in the Java is a group of similar type of classes, interface and subpackages. So package in Java can be categorized in two forms, built-in packages and user-defined packages. So there are many built-in packages such as Lang, AWT, JavaX, Swing, Net, IO, Util, etc. etc. So let's see one diagram for this. So in Java there are many packages, like I have given only 3 packages over here, sub packages. Lang, Util, AWT is there, Scanner, IO is there, Net is there, Applet is there. Like these are the sub packages of the Java, and in that there are some collection of the classes in the sub packages. See, for example, in the Lang sub package there are classes, system.class is there, string.class is there. These are the classes included in the Lang package, and that Lang package is under the Java package. So always you have to import these packages at the starting line, means java.lang.star, java.util.star. Import, you have to import all the packages in your program. In the util package, arraylist.class is there, map.class is there, in the AWT button.class is there. So like this, these packages are collection of the classes. So already Java programmer has built some packages for you, that is called built-in packages, and user can create their own packages, that is called derived packages or built-in derived packages. Built-in packages are those which are already available for you, and the packages which you have created, that is called user-defined packages. Let's see one example. One file is there. I am saving that file with a.java because class name is a, and you have to declare the package with the package keyword. So here package is a keyword, pack is my package name, and in that I am taking one class, that is public class A. In that one method is there, message. I am going to print hello in that. So you have to save this file with a.java because the class name is A, and this is the package, package pack. What is the package name here? Package name is pack. And next, in another file you have to import pack.star. So here I am importing pack. Pack is a package name. .star means the number of classes available in that pack that can be included in your program. So I am declaring B as a class. In that B class I am taking main method. In the main method I am creating the object of A. See, where is A? A is another class which is available in the pack. I am creating the object for that class. So A object is equal to new A. By using the new keyword, I am creating the object of the class A which is available in the pack. You have imported that pack package. So all the methods, all the classes which are available in the package, that can be included in your program. So by using the object, I'm accessing the method of the class A. So what it will display? It will display hello in this. So first you have to create this program a.java. You have to compile this, and the main program, which is this file, is to be saved with the b.java. You have to compile this b.java and you have to run this b.java. So like this you will create the package program. So in the package there will be two files, one which a package has been created, one in the main method where I'm calling that package. So like this, perform some different programs. I will try to give you some different programs, perform those programs and execute it. I hope you understood all the concept which I have explained up till now in this video. Thank you.